On this video, I'll be showing you guys, in my opinion, the best goal line offense in Madden 26. And not even just in Madden 26, I've been doing this since like Madden 24. And as you know, goal line is tough to score because you can't really pass there. If guys pass commit is run commit, sorry, is super easy to guard that. So it's really hard to score in the goal line. Like, a lot of guys have trouble scoring inside the 3-yard line. So in this video, I'm gonna basically tell you guys, in my opinion, the best way of doing it. So first of all, on goal line, as always, make sure you set your audibles. I'm not in my playbook, unfortunately, so my audibles aren't set. But I don't need to be in my playbook for a goal line play. But again, make sure you set your audibles to this right here. As long as you have these 3 plays: PA spot, QB sneak, and HB dive. And the reason why is because you're going to be reading the defense as you go to the line of scrimmage. Now, what I mean by that, most people, when they see people line up a goal line, they normally go in goal line, like 90% of people, I'd say, mainly, 6'2". Because the reason I say you read it, because sometimes if they're not hovering over the gap, you could get like a QB sneak and you're going to score every time. If somebody's not hovering over the gap, you're going to score a QB sneak every single time. It's just like that. You got to literally send your middle linebacker right over the gap, right over the center, and you're going to score every time if they do not do that. But the reason I say most people, they learn how to do that, or I won't say most people, I'd say probably 55 to 60% of people, they still don't hover over the gap. But for the 40% that hover over the gap, if you try to get a QB sneak on them, you're not going to score, I promise you. So that's why I say have your audibles ready, because let's say you go into QB sneak right now, they're hovering over the gap. What I like to do is call this PA spot play right here. Again, block the running back. So literally click on the running back, press R2. This way it cancels the play action animation. If you try to play action at the goal line, I promise you, let's actually test that out real quick. I promise you this is going to happen every time. You're going to get pressured, not going to be able to do anything. So block your running back. So again, like I said, block your running back. And this is really the only adjustment that you need right here. You could run this play stock, because I'm telling you, 8 times out of 10, if people are guarding you at the 1-yard line, sorry, I don't know why I can't talk. If people are guarding you, you're at the 1-yard line or 2-yard line, a lot of times they run commit. But even if they don't, like, the CPUs aren't going to run commit, obviously. I like rolling out, hitting your tight end. The reason why, because the tight end sits in front of him, they get in position, he kind of posts them up, kind of, like 90s Hakeem Olajuwon film. They post them up every single time, and you just step in front, user click on, get the aggressive catch. That works 95% of the time, I'd say. Then if, let's say, the tight end is guarded manually, what a lot of people do, again, that's another post up. A lot of the times you're gonna have position on these guys on play action calls. And a lot of times too, I like rolling out to the left, because that time, if you have a QB that's faster than most defensive ends, like Josh Allen is, you're gonna score most times. You're gonna be able to get around their defensive end. That time, man, you can also roll back to the right. Again, I might be explaining it bad. Let me know if I am. But in my opinion, I think this is by far the best offensive goal line play in Madden 26 right now. Again, you can roll out to the left. A lot of times you could get a lot of running touchdowns as long as your QB's fast enough. You don't even need to be Josh Allen fast. Shoot, I get outside with Deshaun Watson. Not Deshaun Watson, CJ Stroud. I don't know what I'm talking about. I get outside with CJ Stroud whenever I use the Texans, and it works every time. I don't know CJ Stroud's speed. It shouldn't be too high, but no, man, it probably is high. And again, post up every time for the X receiver. And yeah, it's pretty simple. I wouldn't touch anything. I know a lot of people, I hate when I say a lot of people, even though no one else does that, but I know a lot of people would try to put a drag route on Dawson Knox, and trust me, I wouldn't do this because it's so easy to get intercepted. Like, yeah, you might be able to create a one-on-one if they're in man, but you shouldn't bank on them being in man coverage, because a lot of people run zone out of this, which I'm gonna actually call a timeout to see. But again, most times you don't get that knockout animation because how close you are to the tight end. A lot of times they just kind of hug it in. The 60 jacks as well as another play I see a lot of people run. But like, come on, if somebody's like this, just please kill QB sneak and score. That's why it's so important to have your audible set. But that's beyond the point. 60s jacks, again, he's not gonna sit there enough. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. He's gonna sit there too much, actually, to the point where eventually when he gets to the back of the end zone, like that time he just got bullied. But again, you could run. You have R1 and X. Those are your reads. R1 and X. The flat route, a lot of times they end up open. Like, that's a touchdown. I guess it's not a touchdown, it's a knockout. But you guys get the point. A lot of times you catch circle sit. That's a crazy drop as well. And I want to actually focus on getting this play better, because at stock it's super good play, but I feel like circle has some potential to be a really dangerous part of this offense. I'm not sure which yet, but I'm pretty sure maybe a return. No, actually, return could be decent. Actually, that was terrible. But yes, this is still kind of in beta in a way, this play. But again, I've been running this since Madden 24. I found super high success rate. I just want to make this play even better than it is, because at the end of the day, you run this play, these goal line sets with the audibles like this, you do exactly what I'm telling you. I promise you, you're gonna score 95 times out of 100 in the goal line. Trust me, I go against players that are much better than me every day for money games on Gamer Saloon that I shouldn't be winning. But again, the trenches battles is how you win football games. You know what I mean? Scoring in the goal line is super important. Ask the Bills this year, you know what I mean? They had Josh Allen and James Cook both scoring touchdowns at ease. So yeah, the trenches is how you win football games, and this play was definitely help you win in the trenches. So let me know if you guys need any help running this play, or if you have any critiques or you like the play, let me know. Yeah, thanks for watching this video.